G'day YouTube, Aaron here. Today we're doing the second post, episode 2, and I'm going to be removing all of the seats in the bus. You're about to see a time lapse of the entire process, and hopefully it's pretty straightforward. And once the seats are out, then I'm going to start on the racking. That will give me a better idea of the space that we have to work with to create the motorhome. Once everything's out, then I can proceed to working out the layout. I've got a general idea of what the layout is going to look like. The bedroom at the back of the bus, then moving forward, possibly a bunk with a wardrobe. Opposite that, on the left side of the bus, bathroom. Next door is going to be the toilet, a little bit more storage. Then moving towards the front, we're going to be having the kitchen and the lounge room. I'll go into more details about the layout later on, but let's get started. Alright guys, so I've started to do the seats. Unfortunately the design's not the best with the seat bolts because it uses a bolt from the top and a nut from the bottom, so you've actually got to have two people, one on top using the rattle gun and one underneath with a spanner or a ratchet actually holding that nut from spinning. So I've made a couple of phone calls. My brother and sister are coming by tonight to help me with that, so we'll do another time lapse of that then. So far, obviously, you've seen the time lapse that I've just done, and that was going along undoing the bolts that are attached to the rails on the wall. In the middle of all of that, I was approached by one of the owners of a publishing company, and they wanted to do a photo shoot with a model for a knitting magazine, I believe, and they want to do that Monday week. So he's asked me to keep the back seat and just a couple of odd seats here and there in, so they're the ones I'm going to keep in, and one of the racks and handrails on one side. So I'll leave that in, and when my brothers and sister get here, then they'll help me undo the floor bolts for the rest of the seats, and we'll take out one of those racks, or I might actually do that now by myself. Anyway, let's see how it all goes. Cool. G'day guys. Okay, I started to remove the rack above us, this one up here. I've got most of it out, but I needed some help taking the last bit out. It's all in one piece, so I need to try and dismantle it and try and get it through the actual door. The seats, as I mentioned before, have been partially unbolted, but now I've got a bit of help here. So this is my sister.
I am Sarah.
This is my brother.
I am Matt.
And yeah, let's get started. Cool. G'day guys. Okay, as you can probably see behind me, we've got half of the seats out already. I think I mentioned earlier that we're keeping just the front two and then the back two on the on that side of the bus, on the right side of the bus. So what we're going to do now is Matt and Sarah are just cleaning up all the mess that was under the seats, and then we're going to store the seats for a while. They're listed on eBay at the moment, just trying to claim back some of the money that it cost to bring the bus up. And from there we'll remove the other half, clean that side, and then finish cleaning the inside. Sarah's cleaned all of the roof, and I'm about to get her onto the windows, just get those cleaned up. Just trying to make it presentable so we can see what we're dealing with. Anyway, better get back to it. Cool stuff. All of the seats, bar the ones that need to be used for the photo shoot, are out. The racking was taken out before. Pretty much all of the roof and most of the windows have been cleaned. It's been swept out. The seats were a bit tricky to take out. There was a bolt from the top, nut from underneath, but there's so much grime underneath from the 25 years when it was in service that you really needed to sort of shake those nuts to try and get them loose. Anyway, that's all done, and next time round hopefully will be after the photo shoot, and I'll be able to take just the last couple of seats out and then start to work out the layout. In between all of that, I need to give the bus a wash and just tidy up around the driver's seat, and yeah, we'll move on from there. No worries. I'll see you next episode. Catch up. Bye.